Most times to give advice is easier.
It's easy. Now you make me shut up now. Don't talk.
Very, very easy. People will tell you this, people will tell you that, people that. But when they are done wearing this shoe,
it's a totally different ball game. Yeah.
It's not coming to quote all the scriptures. But sometimes I like to put myself in
the person's shoes. Now, initially when I heard the story, I felt, why would they want to inject her? For me, I felt he was already threatening her life. I never really saw it from the aspect of, okay. Hello, you're welcome to Let's Talk with Chisom. I'm super excited.
More than excited.
We've not done this for like
about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks or so. Yeah, so I'm Chisom and
I'm Divine,
and we are happy to come your way again on today's episode of Let's Talk with Chisom. If it's your first time on this channel, please, Let's Talk with Chisom is all about life-related issues, contemporary issues, but we look at it from a Christian perspective. Yeah. So initially we're trying to apologize, right, for not putting up videos for the past 3 weeks, approximately 1 month. Yeah. So this is us apologizing. We are really
sorry about that.
Sorry. I guess we just had so many things. Well, your schedule was really tight.
Very, and I was down.
Yes, you were down at some point. Yeah. So we are happy to be doing this. I hope you guys missed us. We missed you guys.
Miss you very, very well.
Yeah.
See, they missed us. There are a lot of people who confronted me, chat, call.
Yeah.
Even in church, what happened? Why did
exactly. So by virtue, we said we're not doing again.
You cannot say that. There are a lot of people that are fighting because of that.
I'm telling you, I can imagine. But guys, we didn't say we're not doing again. We are here.
We are so sorry for not, putting up videos. We're sorry about it.
It wasn't really intentional
at all.
We just had a very tight schedule. But the Lord is helping us. Hallelujah.
It's good.
Okay, so please, if you've not subscribed, click the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Yeah, give us a thumbs up, share this video as well. This week we're taking a very, very sensitive and a dicey topic here. It's a question that someone sends to you.
Yes.
Please, can you read it out?
Okay. My husband was diagnosed to be HIV positive, while mine is negative. He attempted to inject me with his blood while I'm asleep at 2 consecutive times, but God saved me. I always wake up immediately he touched my body. This is just because I refuse to sleep with him and he don't want to lose me to another man. People are asking me to leave his house, but for the sake of my children, I don't want to leave, so it will not affect them psychologically. I need your advice.
Wow.
The truth is this: Ecclesiastes 10:10 says wisdom is profitable to direct.
Yeah.
Most times to give advice is easier.
It's easy. Now you make me shut up now.
Very, very easy. People will tell you this, people will tell you that, people that. But when they are done wearing this shoe,
it's a totally different ball game. Yeah.
It's not coming to quote all the scriptures. But sometimes I like to put myself in the
person's shoes.
Now
that's
imagine me.
Counsel.
Yes, because even when she forwarded the message to me, she sent me the message, I was like, I paused. I read it over and over. I didn't know what to say. The only thing that was going on in my mind, Divine, if you are the one,
what would you do?
What would you do? So I was not in a haste of quickly saying, do this, leave the marriage, or do this.
It's very dicey because assuming they were 2 friends, you say, okay, can still be friends, but this is husband
and wife. Children are involved.
Apart from, let's leave the children on one side because, of course, God joined the man, woman first before the children. Now, we're talking about sex here. The man would have to meet his wife.
Yeah.
So how do they stay in that union?
From what I read, she said she refused giving him sex.
Already the marriage is already having issues. Sorry, I'm imagining that it was the lady that was HIV positive. Of course, the man
will live. We know because it will always bounce back on the women.
Yes,
we have always been on the receiving end.
Exactly.
We will always, if even handling without thinking, how did he contact it? But if it is a woman, so when I leave the
assume that
the family members will hear
exactly
everything. Everybody around will hear that.
Exactly.
But nevertheless, not good outside. If I were her, this is my husband. We've lived for a number of years to have children. We'll sit down and talk about it. We'll face reality. It has happened that it has happened.
Because marriage is for better for worse, right?
It has happened.
If you're the one, would you leave?
I will not leave.
What would you do?
That's exactly what I'm saying now. I will not leave.
Okay.
Before I will leave, he must have pushed me to the wall. This is the step I will take. It has happened that I've come to the point when something has happened. I say this thing has happened. There is nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
So what do we do to provide solution to this? Because if it is happening, HIV this person is a carrier already. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
And you're my husband. We will cry. It will pain us. See, I'm being practical and it will pain me. This head will go down. It will. But this is my husband in question, for crying out loud. We will hold hand, we will cry, sit, then we will talk. At this point in time, what do? We will go and consult doctors. I know that is not the end of the world.
Yeah. HIV is no longer a death sentence. Yeah.
We'll meet the doctors. They will advise us, tell us what to do. I know they will come up to tell us, we are husband and wife. I will not deny you, sis, for crying out loud. But since he's the one carrying
that's the dicey part.
Since he's the one carrying it and I'm the one, I won't take it on my own because it's not my line. I know there are people, doctors, who this thing is their line. So we will have to go and see a doctor, then see what the doctor will tell us. Because I know I've still seen husband and wife who still give, one is HIV positive, one is, and they still have their children, and their children is, I know definitely they will tell us what to do. They will tell us, can you see there will always a way about it. I am telling you what I will do.
That's when the man and the woman are willing to work together.
Definitely. That was what I said before I leave. What that man has refused to cooperate. He has refused to face reality.
Obviously, in this case now, she said the man is trying to inject her with his own.
Yes, because she said because I refuse sleeping with him.
So you're saying that she has a role she ought to have played?
Yes, that's what I feel. Sit down and talk with this guy. You cannot. He's your husband, for better or worse. So whether you see it or not, because we will always give counsel from Christian perspective with the knowledge of the help of the scripture. That's the truth. You don't expect us to cancel like the people from the world. That's one of the things. So she came to me. This is what I'll tell her. As a child of God, for you to come to me, definitely you know that you get solution.
Yes, from a Christian perspective, of course.
You have to talk with your husband. Babe, face the reality. The reality is that your husband, he don't carry him.
Initially, when I heard the story, I felt, why would they want to inject her? For me, I felt he was already threatening her life. I never really saw it from the aspect of, okay, she refused to sleep with him and then it triggered something. Like, I know that the situation is already messed up. I know. Because we're not talking about...
But even at that, yes, even at that, I am beginning to get, even at that, sorry to cut you,
okay.
Even at that even if she refused to sleep with him, that's why that man should know that if he's the one to, he will still do the same thing.
Exactly.
So he needs to understand and know that she will not just
exactly
with you.
Yes.
Like that. It's a thing of the man. It will take time. This is where love will have to be patient. You keep talking, keep discussing till you come to a compromise. Because if it's the woman that is carrying it, the same thing with the man do. If the woman come that taught me or something like that, he would also refuse.
And you know, there's another part we need to look at now. If there are children involved, the man is already infected.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that there are antiretroviral drugs that can keep you healthy for a very long time. What if, peradventure, the man were to die, God forbid, and then the woman is already infected? What happens to the children? So that's where I'm looking at it from. Like, if the man is already infected, the woman is on her own trying to do everything to make sure that she doesn't get infected, so that any which way
one need to be very strong.
So somebody will be alive to take care of the other person, and one will be alive to also take care of the children.
Yeah,
and so that's where she's coming from.
This reminds me of those days when if I have catarrh and cough, and as husband and wife want to have something. If I'm coughing, I'll see my husband trying to remove his face. I'll not say, "Oh no, and I ask him, why is it that whenever I have cough and catarrh, I'm down, you always avoid me, even when we meet as husband and wife?" Then it's now that I understood what he will tell me. You are sick. You are down with cough and catarrh, and there are kids to take care of plus you. So it's foolishness. Knowing that once I come close to you, you either kiss you or something like that, I will contact it. It's foolishness.
Yes,
love.
Yes.
I need to be strong to take care of you, but I used to think he doesn't love me. Yes, but you know, as we keep growing, I see
understand things. Yes.
So if the woman is saying no when it comes for sex, he shouldn't feel bad.
Exactly. So I think they need to come to a place of compromise.
Yes.
So, peradventure, you're listening to this now, or maybe the woman is listening to this, or the man is listening to this, or you're in a similar situation. I think it's a point where they need to come to compromise. The two people involved need to come to a compromise. Like, we need to sit down, like you said, they need to sit down and discuss objectively.
Yes.
Not looking at things from a self-centered perspective. Like, the man looking at it like, I want to have sex. So that's his selfish interest. That's what he wants, which he's entitled to as a man, and as a human being, he's entitled to. After all, he's a married man, right? But we're talking about life now. We're talking about not just the life of your wife. We're talking of the life of your children. So it makes it a bit more complicated. You can't just look at it from the aspect of, I want to make love to my wife. You want to look at it like, okay, if I was to make love to my wife, what measures have been put in place to make sure that this woman does not contract this? Because you don't expect the woman to see fire and put her hand inside it. Of course, she will be crazy. And I believe when you married her, you believe that she was in the right frame of mind. So if at this point she's defending herself, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Because even if it's the man too, you also defend yourself. You don't need to be selfish and self-centered.
Exactly.
Because if funny enough, this thing where we they thought, if it's the woman that is carrying it, I'm sorry.
She might not still be in that house.
Yes, because the society we are in, things favor men more than women. Let us not go there, but I'm very sure. The man will leave. He will definitely very hard will you see him come. If the women will always want to let me stay, let me cover up, because of what people will say, let me stay. And so you don't just come, you want to make love. They need, like you already said, they need to come to a compromise. They need to talk.
Find out how do we make sure that the other person that is negative is protected, even while we're making love.
Because that is what love is all about. Because you can't tell me you love me, you carry this, you want me to carry it.
Exactly.
It's foolishness. That's self-centered.
Yes. And I think the part of him trying to inject the wife, like, hey, but
this is another thing. This man is going too far. In fact, she's not even safe in that house.
She's no longer safe. I was going to get to that. She's no longer
at all.
For me, I felt his life threatening.
First time, second time, no.
I think
because this man would do anything to make sure that she contacts them.
And at this point, I'm beginning to think: is it just about the sex? Because you cannot have that sexual drive to the point that you now start losing reason, to the point of wanting to inject somebody with HIV. Like, it doesn't make sense. That I think the man is having some psychological issues right now, because nobody does that on a normal, even if it's your enemy, because he wants to get something. It's like he's trying to exploit her. Like, if you don't give me this, I will infect you. Like, if she sleeps with you without a proper protection and all that, of course you're already infecting her. You get So I think the man has gone the extra mile. Like, the lady, she's no longer safe.
Because I'm sure she's listening. So she's not safe in that house.
She's not.
So he will do everything to make sure that he give this woman this thing, because for you coming the first time, second time while she's sleeping, if he see that this thing is not working,
he will try another strategy,
or put something in her drink or in her food that she eat and go, that this one that you're touching her and she's waking up, that she will not wake again.
You know, I never thought about that. It's true, because she's unconscious, and then he can do whatever he wants to do.
Because I don't know why this man will come to this point.
Yeah,
you know, some people don't understand what love is all about. It's now that I'm beginning to know that what my husband was doing then is what is called pure love.
Pure love. And you know what?
Because if I am down, he's down. Who takes care of each other?
Exactly. And you know, nothing I found out. You see this thing called sex, even in marriage. You don't really make love to somebody because you're giving the person something. You make love to the person because you have those urges. So it's like the person is the tool for the sexual gratification.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it is. So basically, like, the man is like, he's trying to make love to the wife does not mean he loves her. It does not mean he loves her.
He wants to satisfy the vibration.
Exactly. So let's not mix it up with love. It's not an act of love at all. And I think at this point, I would also want to mention the part of the children. You know, this is about women saying, I don't want to leave because if I leave the children, if this woman were to die now,
those children will live and survive.
Very well.
It's a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
1 month, 2 months, dust it off.
Yes, it
does once in a while. The thought will come.
Yes, life might not be as it would be, but you know, this whole idea of,
do you have mom?
I don't know.
I don't have mom. What are we living?
Very well.
Just once in a while, hey, that's just the truth.
Exactly.
I have come to that point where, yes, be a mother to your kids, but take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Don't always think children. This time reminded me, I remember those days when I gave birth to my daughter. My mom came for Omugo, like Igbo people. It's not up to a month. She's already, hurrying up. I want to go. Mama, why they hurry? Why? My husband will not be able to stay with me. Wait, my husband, I need to cook my husband before she left. What did I want to bring out? At the end of everything, that same mom of mine died before the husband. And the husband lived 8 good years.
Wow.
Yeah, before
he died. And funny enough, he lived without her. So there is nothing like, if this person is not there, this or that. In as much as I know that we have a vital role to play in the lives of our children, we need to take care of ourselves first, as you rightly said. We need to look out for ourselves first. Just like the story of Osinachi. Last, it was a very painful one, She didn't want to leave because she felt, okay, what would people say? What would, her children? Last, she died, unfortunately.
And the children are still here today.
The one that even pained me is that now the man is in custody. The woman is late, so the children are more like
no mom, no dad,
papa, no mama.
But if she have lived,
she would have had the 2 parents. Yes. They would have had their parents in time. Just that
they'll be yes. But it's better.
It's better. It's definitely
far better.
Yeah.
Now mom is not there. The dad is not there.
Yeah. So you cannot even imagine the trauma these children are going through right now. Exactly.
The stigma will always be there. Whenever they pass in school, people will always point at them and say something.
And now they're not just talking about the dad. They're also saying that the mom is a weakling. I wouldn't call her a weakling. She acted the way she understood. The way she felt that was the best for her to do. Even though I wouldn't say that's the best she could have done. She just acted the way she felt.
So I think in her own case, the best thing she needs to do now is to stay away.
She needs to live.
She needs to stay away. This also reminded me those days, my senior, those days in secondary school. She was married, but the husband was beating her on there. So I remember then in our WhatsApp group, she told us that she wanted to leave. But the parents, which what we know now, but her dad and mom said no, because there are this some about this church preached like a pastor. So the mom was like, no, you can't come back. If you come back, what do you think that members will say? What do you think that people will say? Wow. Don't worry, keep praying. God will change it one day. This is how this lady keep managing this guy, and this guy keep beating her until he beat her to death.
Wow.
Even man, and left one small girl like that.
Wow. Please, where is the man now?
I don't even know. I don't know.
So you say that the same, I don't want people to talk, my children.
Because she's saying she doesn't want to leave so that the children will not have something wrong.
Yes.
You need to leave for your children. You need to be strong to take care of those children.
Exactly. You need to.
When the guy succeed in infecting you with it, you will be done, your husband will be done, those children. You better leave and cover the stuff.
Exactly. So the thing is this: when you leave, we're not saying that you should end your marriage or your relationship. What we're saying is leave and then find a meeting ground. You guys need to come to that compromise. Like, what are we going to do?
because he's already making attempts to infect you. So
exactly.
you're not more
and it's a threat against your
yes.
life. You shouldn't take it lightly at all. It's a threat against your life.
I'm sure she's listening because I told her we'll be going live today.
Okay.
So I'm sure she's listening.
She's listening.
In case you are listening, this is advice for you.
Yeah.
For you. And I'm very sure that there's still some people who listen to this who also want to give her advice.
Yeah, I would like to hear your counsel.
Of course, she's reading. She's reading your comments.
Yeah.
She's actually reading your comments because her life is not safe from us. So she's not more safe there because
she isn't.
For this man to get to this point, be very sure that this man will do anything
and everything to get what he wants because he's already there.
So please, if you want to add to whatever we have said to her, please. She's reading your comments.
Put it down in the comment section. We would like to hear it. I believe it's not just her.
Yeah,
people that will come across this video that are going through similar things,
and they'll be saying, what will people say? My children, my husband, where are my siblings, the church, the this, that.
I think you that is the primary person going through it. I think your feelings and what you're going through is more important than what any other person would say or think. Yeah, so I think when you're going through something like this, you think about yourself first before any other thing. So I think we've come to the end of today's video. I think we've come to the end. So please, as we said, we'd like to hear your comments. And if you're watching this video right now, you're going through similar situations, would like to encourage you to just know that even in this situation, it's still not the end of the world. There's still life. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. So you just have to watch out for yourself first before any other person, because it's only somebody that is outside the pit that can actually save somebody. If I'm not in the pit, I'm trying to save somebody. Now, we're not saying that you should destroy your relationship or your marriage. That's not what we're saying. We are saying that you need to secure yourself first because there are already threats to your life and all that. If you have a question or something that is bothering you and you would like to talk about it, please send us an email. We would be scrolling our email just down there, so you could send us an email. You don't actually have to introduce yourself if you want to be anonymous. So you just ask your questions so that we'll be able to give our counsel, our 2 cents. We'll give our counsel based on biblical principles, and of course our viewers can also give their counsel as well. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video. If this video has blessed you, please share this video, give us a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye bye. See you in our next episode. Peace. See you.